to pay the defense?
I don't
After
know, bro.
spending
That's
a
what
fun
I'm saying.
after a
Like,
week,
bro, I don't know what. That's what I'm saying. What the hell Cincinnati got going on?
bro, they paid them. They paid their top 3 best players $436 million.
They had to, or they was gone though.
Yeah,
They was
I
gonna leave.
mean that's true, but now you got to think about there ain't no defense. Shit, and you can need. I ain't gonna lie. In that
Somebody,
NFC, in that ALC North,
somebody gotta get traded or go or something.
in that ALC North, you gonna need a defense.
You're gonna
As,
definitely need defense.
as
You
much as
need a
you,
line. You need a D line in that damn division.
and yes, that's one thing I have. I would definitely agree. And those type of like, I'll definitely say in that ALC North, that trenches, if that trenches
Different.
ain't right,
They keep them big Nebraska. They keep them big Nebraska boys on their lines. Oh God,
they can say what they want about Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh can have a sorry ass quarterback.
they keep a good ass line.
That line and that deep.
Oh
That's
God,
why
they keep a good
they
line.
have had a winning at least no losing record. I wouldn't even say winning, but no losing because they have went like 8-8 or something. But they have been on that line, bro. Like that them trenches. They had what? That's why they had to kill the draft. They killed the draft. They didn't, but can they sign them? And then what are they signing them for? What are the credentials? Like what are they putting in no contract for these kids to be like, nah, I don't want to sign this? Is the questions I'm asking because apparently it's something in there that's holding these kids back from signing.
Yeah, man. I don't understand that.
I'm not gonna lie. What next? I'm not gonna lie. I was paying Chase and letting T walk, but I guess they felt like they needed both. Okay, what if you let T walk? Okay, good. If you let T walk, you say you had signed Trey on the defensive line. You could have probably would you drafted a wide receiver, another one?
You have to if you let T go, you have to.
And what would they let? Was they because if you franchise T right, they was gonna probably franchise him again. If you or I don't even know if they have, but you could franchise him and like trade
That's
him
what they
up
was talking about, trying to franchise tag him.
and get. But see, that's business. That to me is business. If you was going to do that, that would have been a smart thing to franchise him and at least get some assets for him if you know that. But I guess I don't know, man. So it's an offensive driven league now. But to me, defense still wins championship if that's been proven. So I don't. Yeah, I picked who? Oh, from Ohio State. That would have been nice for Cincinnati to get
Somebody wide
over from
receiver.
Ohio State.
Wide receiver.
Yeah, like that. He would have been straight.
What they had like 2 wide receivers went through the draft though, didn't
Yeah, this year?
they? Yeah, they had Ibuko and another one, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I don't know the other. They might have did. Was it the later round? Let this sink in. T and Chase accounted for 47 million of the cap space, and Burrow is 45. So that's 92 million and 3 players. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I'm just
crazy.
being real though, bro. Like, how do you break that trio up though?
Do you
Like
see that?
I hear y'all saying like I'm going to draft and get another wide receiver. That's a hell of a trio, bro.
No, you're right.
Them
But let
three
me ask
right
you this
there.
though.
Them three right. Hey, listen, them three right there, bro. They liable to bust you on any given Sunday. And you know how Joe Burrow and the
But
Bengals start. They start their
you,
season slow. You
but let
don't
me
want
ask
to see
you
them
this.
in the
That's
playoffs.
what I was just about to say though. That's what I'm about to
Yeah,
say.
you don't want to see. Now, what if just imagine? Now, what if Joe Burrow can actually not start his season off slow?
Okay,
If,
let me ask you
if
this.
Joe Burrow is right now, Joe Burrow and the Bengals started at 5-0. I promise the next podcast, I'm gonna tell you like, man, the Bengals probably going to the Super Bowl this year.
You think so?
If they can start off like 5-0, I'm gonna be real with you. Hell yeah, because
It's a heck of a trio, but they would. I just wish they would address their defense.
yeah, they do because they be letting too many good players go. It all started with Jesse Bates start leaving. They let too many good players on their defense start. That's
Yeah,
when
that's
Cincinnati
good.
started trying to start
That's
losing
definitely a
more.
good point.
When they start
Oh
letting
shit!
some
Here you
people on their
go. Here go
defense
another
go,
one. Here go
that's when they
Jet.
start losing more.
They will not have another season like that again.
Who said that? Jared.
Yeah.
To my Cincinnati?
Uh huh.
That year when they went to the Super Bowl or like last year?
I think he mean like last year where they started off.
They
Like
start off late
they
every
started.
year.
This
The
the
year they
second
went to
year
the
they
Super
started off
Bowl, they
like that,
start
right?
off late. They start off late every. That's what I'm saying. Imagine if Cincinnati start their season off 5-0, 6-0. I bet every radio station, every podcast, sport podcast, they gonna all be saying, "Boy, Cincinnati 9 out of 10 goes to the Super Bowl this year."
Oh, my bad. He was talking about the Super Bowl. So, are you saying they'll never have another one like that again, Jared? I don't know now.
Oh no,
I don't know if I can agree with
I
that.
feel like,
Without the
bro, if
defense,
you want to be
maybe.
technical about it, Joe Burrow be getting hurt, and then when he come back in, he be damn near saving the season. They didn't want to see Joe Burrow in that goddamn playoffs last year. I'm gonna be real. Kansas City didn't have no business wanting to see them in there. So why would you go out there and try to beat Denver? Why would you let your starters go out there and play Denver when you could you could go ahead and make it look like what it's supposed to look like? And Cincinnati fucked up because they wanted to go on the win streak too late.
Well, let me ask y'all this then, because y'all, okay, so since we even on this division right now, I'll speak on this. You got this, okay, let's talk about what this division look like now. We don't know who the fuck the Browns quarterback is. We just gonna say that. We don't know who the fuck the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback is. So, all right, now all we can talk about is Baltimore.
Yeah.
So, when you look at that, it's like, with that trio, they could come out second in that division and still do damage. All they need to do is get in that playoff. And like
I'm gonna be real, Baltimore. Get what? Baltimore lose to fucking Cincinnati, bro. And Joe Burrow ain't even gotta be playing sometime.
Damn, don't do Lamar like that, bro.
That's just the truth.
Don't do him like that, dog.
That's just the truth, though, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But they just signed dead. They just did a.
I saw that they gave him that little $30 million extension.
Why it's gotta be little?
I mean,
damn, dog. Why I gotta be little, bro?
I ain't
trying to
say it like that. I ain't trying to say it like it's little. It's big. I'm sorry. I don't mean like that.
Damn, nigga.